You see, when the boobies... Stop giggling. Come to roost.
If you laugh, I'm gonna laugh. What's up, YouTube? My name is Mistic, and welcome to Mistic Reacts. Today we are watching some more videos by MoreParz. Let's see how bad Australia gets. If you're new here, like, subscribe, and comment down below what animal from Australia scares you the most.
Australia just found a new record-breaking insect.
Are you kidding me? Why? God damn it, Australia.
But before I show him to you, how the f do we keep finding new bugs?
I don't know.
Australia is home to an estimated 200,000 species of insect.
Huh? How many is the US home to? Surely it's not that many. Surely it's not 200,000. And the US is much bigger than Australia. How does it fit that many things?
Which is pretty damn impressive, especially when you consider the only place you're going to find more bugs than that is by counting the f***ing roach population in Asmongold's walls.
True. Yeah.
Now, the scary part of this is that out of that 200k, we've only actually identified 62,000.
Huh? How does that work? How do they know there are so many then? So it not even half of what Australia has. How are there so many that how does 200 become 62? How does that work?
Meaning that we have no idea what nearly 3/4 of the bugs in the country actually fucking do.
How? Jesus.
And so it should come as no surprise that while exploring Australia's dense rainforests...
There's a rainforest? I didn't know Australia had a rainforest. I thought it was just mostly deserts. I didn't realize they had a rainforest. That explains a lot. Jesus. The whole of Europe has 100,000? And that's multiple countries? What the fuck is going on in Australia?
Scientists discovered a new record holder for the largest insect in the land down under, and it's a fucking stick bug.
Oh! Surely that's not poisonous, right? Surely a stick bug isn't poisonous and deadly and kills you in the blink of an eye. Surely not.
Introducing Acrophila alta, and coming in at
low-key, because it's that big, I'm not afraid of it.
a full 40 centimeters
Damn.
and 44 grams in weight.
Damn.
I don't think that qualifies as a stick insect anymore.
It's a branch.
That's fucking Groot. Australia's very own Erd tree avatar was discovered in Queensland.
I am much bigger than that stick by like 2 or 3 times, maybe.
Because of course it fucking was. And despite being enough inches...
Excuse you? I'm 4 apples tall, okay? I'm 4 apples tall. Yeah.
in length to make any man jealous, it's actually completely harmless. However, given how many oversized bugs we already have, if we find any more, I think they're gonna send the fucking helldivers. This is the world's biggest spider.
Huntman?
But why the fuck is it that big? Introducing Theraphosa blondie.
Huh? That is... What? I thought the huntsman was the biggest. Or maybe it's the biggest by legs. This is biggest by size. What is it called? Theraphosa blondie.
Blondie, a tarantula
it don't look very
surprisingly
blonde.
not native to Australia for once. It's found on the other Tyrannid hive continent.
Rainforest?
South America. Yep, let's address the elephant in the
That's where the rainforest is, right, guys? Right?
room. Yet this thing is fucking huge.
That's a
Coming in
big
at a
boy.
frightening 175 grams in weight and 12 inches in leg span.
That one can also be a foot long at Subway.
Damn, boy, he's thick! And those
Damn,
legs
boy.
are not the only place that's packing inches, because Shelob's cousin here is packing fangs that measure a huge inch in length. For scale, that is like a 6-foot human packing canines the length of a fucking ruler. But the important question, why the fuck is it so big?
I don't know.
And the answer is that I have withheld information from you. You see, I introduced this girl by a Latin name. She's much better known as the Goliath Bird Eater.
Oh. That don't look like a bird. That looks like a not bird. That looks like a rat.
Tarantula. That's right, this EDF-sized spider, not unlike me, would fucking kill for some KFC.
Hell yeah.
Literally. These bile titans will quite happily hunt birds, Remy, frogs, and even
lizard.
And they do all of this without a fucking web.
Huh?
Yeah, Goliaths are a pure melee build, hunting by prowling the jungle floor, sensing for movement with incredibly sensitive hairs on their legs.
Yeah.
These hairs pick up vibrations in the air, which tell them when something is close. And once their spidey sense tells them that Remy's in range, they fucking jump him, biting him with those daggers they call fangs and injecting him with fucking neurotoxin.
Fucking of course. I thought neurotoxin was only a curse Australia had, but I guess not.
Can I go 1 week without
No.
covering neurotoxin?
No.
Of course this thing has it too. You know, I give up. I give up. They then drag their prey back to their burrow and spit up acidic digestive juices in order to suck their prey up through a fucking straw.
I'm not gonna make the joke. I'm not gonna make the joke. I'm not gonna do it.
This spider hunts with jump scares. But how? Introducing the trapdoor spider, a family of
Yeah. It hides under like a thing. Yeah.
containing hundreds of species found in every continent on the globe. Meaning, yes, for once, this bad boy could be in your backyard and you'd never know.
No.
Now, trapdoor spiders are particularly interesting compared to other spiders due to their hunting method. You see, normal spiders tend to spend several hours spinning up some elaborate art piece for a fly to clothesline itself on. And tarantulas just jump But trapdoor spiders, yeah, they hunt with a door. Very early on in life, trapdoor spiders
I don't know. It's this pirate
dig
sound.
themselves a hole. This silk-lined burrow will then serve as its home for basically its entire 20-year lifespan. Hell,
What if it
they
drowns?
basically never leave the thing, like some neckbeard living in his mum's basement. But they've still got to eat, and since DoorDash does not deliver to spiders, this burrow doubles as their method for catching food. You see, they use their silk to craft a trapdoor over the burrow entrance. Then, using their fantastic arts and craft skills, they just bolt a bunch of random shit to their front door so
Hell
it
yeah.
blends in perfectly with the floor. After finishing their construction project, they will spin up a bunch of basically invisible strands of web on the floor in the surrounding area that act as tripwires, feeding information back to their neckbeard nest whenever something steps on it. And when some unfortunate insect steps a little too close,
Money,
Bam.
money, money.
this bird is a vampire.
A vampire. Hell yeah. I'm a bat. I know a lot about vampires. Oh.
Introducing the vampire groundfinch, native to the Galapagos Islands, and a great example of the horrifying affronts to the universe that evolution can produce when it decides to do a little trolling. Now, you see, at first glance, this is the most boring vampire you can possibly imagine. Coming in at a measly 12 centimeters.
4.7 inches. Good size. That's a good size.
And a mere 20 grams in weight.
Ooh, that's kind of small.
Rocking a feather pattern I can best describe as a
Hopefully.
Minecraft dirt block. And as it
Probably
turns
not, though.
out, the bastards that wrote Twilight lied to me because it doesn't even fucking sparkle.
Oh. I mean, if you put glitter on it, it might, but no sparkle.
The end of the killer bell.
So if it's missing fangs, angst, a cape, and the funny accent,
It drinks blood, right?
Bounce on it.
how does it qualify as a vampire?
Blood.
Simple. Drinks a shitload of blood. You see,
Just like
most
me.
birds eat seeds and insects, and while the vampire finch can eat those too, there is a problem. They live on an island, and that island is very small.
Right.
In fact, they're only found on 2 of the Galapagos Islands,
Ooh.
and small islands means a far smaller amount of that food to go around. To the point where these finches can't rely on it as their sole source, which for a bird usually isn't a problem, because, you know, they don't need a plane ticket to just f*** off and fly somewhere. However, as the name suggests, the vampire ground finch can't fly for shit.
How does that even happen? How does it? Why? Why have wings?
So, how do they get their food? They suck it out of someone that can. This, don't laugh,
Did he?
is the Nazca booby.
Booby. Okay, yeah. I forget which one's which.
Hey, stop giggling back there. Another species of bird native to the islands. They are very strong flyers that feed on fish. They also nest on the islands, which is where our feathery Nosferatu comes to play. You see, when the boobies... Stop giggling. Come to roost,
If you laugh, I'm gonna laugh. Because your laugh is contagious.
the vampire finch will sneak over and hop onto their back. Then, using their razor-sharp beak, they will poke a very small, borderline painless hole into one of the bird's flight feathers. Once the blood is flowing freely, the vampire finch gorge themselves on it. See, as it turns out, blood is macro-friendly. And considering these things are living creatures, they just make more blood. In essence, giving the vampire finch an infinite food source.
Would y'all give me your blood? Would y'all? I am a bat that drinks blood after all. Would y'all?
They can get so much blood from these birds, it is not uncommon to see multiple finches sucking from the same booby.
Okay. And the bird is okay? The bird is okay?
I'm sorry, I
Five
can't
takes.
say that shit without cracking up. A lot of people are scared of snakes.
I'm not. I like snakes. They're so cute. They're cold, dead eyes. They're cold scales. The hiss. They're so cute. How could you not love snakes? How could you not love those little guys? They're so cute.
But have you ever wondered what snakes are scared of? The answer is this fucking bird. Introducing the secretary
Oh, yeah. I've heard of those birds. They look cool, though.
bird, native to the continent of Africa, and a prime example that being a hater pays off.
I mean, being a hater always pays off for me. I am a #1 hater.
Coming in at 1.3 meters tall and
4 point something foot. It's only like a foot shorter than me.
4.27 kilos in weight, this lanky turkey has been purpose-built, nay, expertly fucking engineered
Be a
by the
hater?
gods themselves with the sole purpose of violating the ever-loving out of any garden hose that so much as looks at it.
Oh, what the fuck is that spider? That snake? Why is it so
Wrong
chunky?
way. You see, these bad boys are birds of prey, but unlike their cousins in the same category,
Okay.
they are primarily terrestrial, which means they spend most of their time on the ground. This
Okay.
is because their preference for diet is sentient slithering sausages. However, with this thing being endemic to Africa, their preferred meal also just happens to include some of the deadliest predators on the fucking planet. Does this stop the secretary
No.
bird? No, mate. Despite having no natural venom resistance, these absolute fucking giga-chads will eat cobras, boomslangs, and black mambas without breaking a sweat.
How? If they have no natural immunity to it, how do they do that? How do they do that?
But how do they hunt these things without getting bitten?
Yeah.
Simple. They just kick the fuck out of them.
Stop.
You see, those long-ass legs aren't just for show, as a secretary bird is capable of accurately curb-stomping a snake's head into the ground with a force equal to 5 times their fucking body weight.
Jesus.
So when a secretary bird fancies a bite to eat, they start out by stomping the ground around dead
Stomp,
vegetation.
stomp, stomp.
This causes snakes in the area to poke their heads out of their houses to see what the f is going on. The snake then looks up in horror as the secretary bird locks onto him, sprints over at Mach 9, and then...
Boom.
This bird is a serial killer.
Huh? Dokes. I need to finish. Dexter so bad. I'm still on like season 2.
Jesus f***ing Christ, you're the Bay Harbor Butcher.
I really hate that name.
Introducing the Shrike, a group of
Shrike.
feathery friends found all over the world, including
Mr.
the land down
Worldwide.
under. Now, at first glance, you may be thinking to yourself, how could this sweet little guy be a vicious killer? I mean, he's so tiny. They only
He's-
grow up to
He's so cute. I would never suspect him of being the Bay Harbor Butcher.
around 30 centimetres and cap
12
their weight
inches.
out at 90 grams. And on top of being about as threatening as a fucking teddy bear, look at their claws. A shrike trying to end anything with its talons is like trying to stab a hippopotamus to death with a fucking pool noodle. Listen to the thing. It sings like it's on American Idol. It's a songbird, a
Yeah.
branch geek. It never heard a fly.
Where does it go wrong? Where does it go wrong, Pars? Where does it go wrong? Is it poisonous? What's the issue, Pars? What's the issue?
But I'm fucking onto you, Tweety.
You give me the f***ing creeps, you know that, Dexter?
You may have everyone else fooled, but I know exactly what you are, because shrikes actually have another name.
What?
They're called fucking butcher birds.
It is the Bay Harbor Butcher. It is the Bay Harbor Butcher.
Yeah, that's right. The Dexter jokes actually had a fucking point. Yeah, you see, when the Bay Harbor butcher bird wants to hunt, they first start by selecting a target.
Tonight's the night.
Now, unlike Dexter, their code tells them they can eat whatever the f they want. Insects, mice, f me, even lizard. And once they pick their meal, they wait for the right moment and swoop on it. Now, while those claws might be fucking useless, they do have a signature weapon. That tiny hook on the end of their beak. And once they land on their victim, they slide that hook into its neck, perfectly slotting between their vertebrae and severing their fucking spinal cord. But converting their prey into a vegetable isn't enough. No, 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 no. These sick fucks keep trophies. Once they have
Like
paralyzed
Dexter.
their prey and shattered its spine, they will fly its corpse back to their larder, which is either a thorn bush or a fucking barbed wire fence. And once they get home, they fucking impale them.
Why?
They will then leave that corpse there for days, occasionally biting chunks out of it, eating it like leftovers from the fucking fridge.
Yummy!
Next to collected blood slides, these fuckers create kebabs.
I'm onto those birds. I'm onto them.
This crab is
Ooh.
a boxer.
Ooh. Boxing crab. Ooh.
That's right, stepping into the ring at 0.15
Ooh.
grams and a huge 2.5 centimeters in
Aww.
length. It's the boxer crab.
It's venomous, isn't it? It's venomous, isn't it? Catch his
See,
hands.
while most crabs use their pinchers to feed and defend themselves, the boxer crab has instead elected to spec into CQC and throw fucking hands. And despite their completely average and not at all small size, this fucker
Very big. It's a very big crab. Very big. Very big.
fights in the heavyweight division, able to punch out hundreds of times its size. But how does nature's Little Mac win the fights? Well, that's pretty simple. He fucking cheats.
Called it. I called it. Poison.
You see, those little
Neurotoxic?
pom-poms aren't a fashion choice. Those are both sea anemones that the
Anemone.
boxer crab holds in its claws to use as basically fucking brass knuckles. Now, they get these anemones by finding other boxer crabs who have them, jumping them, and then claiming them like they are a fucking WWE title belt. Now, if you weren't aware, anemones are venomous plant-like animals that, in order not to get eaten, sting the shit out of anything that touches them. Boxer crabs are immune to that sting, but you bet your ass that everything that tries to eat the boxer crab isn't. So, the crab and the anemone enter into a symbiotic relationship, essentially becoming an aquatic venom, with the anemone getting some of the crab's food, and the crab gaining venomous brass knuckles.
Hell yeah.
So, whenever a predator gets in the ring with Crab Tyson here, he'll wait for it to get just within striking range, and then...
Mr. Squidward, I should kick your
Scientists just discovered a new fish.
Can scientists stop discovering stuff? Can they stop discovering stuff? Why? What is it now?
Looks fucking ridiculous. This is the bumpy snailfish.
They are running out of names. They are running out of names for the creatures, aren't they?
A freshly discovered species found off the coast of California.
Oh! Run your girls were
What makes this
unforgettable.
absolute specimen stick out is that it's a deep sea fish found at a depth of 3 kilometers.
California has deep seas? Huh? Since when? I mean, I just don't want to know about it. Stop discovering it. Stop informing us. I wasn't aware California had deep seas. I thought it was just in the middle of the ocean.
And I am here to tell you exactly why. Because once God finished building this thing, he took a step back, looked at it, realized exactly how fucking chopped it was, and punted that thing into the depths of the ocean where no one would ever see it again. However, thanks to the hubris of mankind, it is here before us today to take the piss out of.
Look at the top of his head.
I mean, fucking look at it. It is a profoundly unserious creature. I do not think a single fucking thought has ever spawned behind those eyes. Not to mention the fit on it. It looks like an aquatic, uncooked turkey with a fucking smiley face drawn on it. Coming in at a solid 3 inches in length.
Hell yeah, that's average. That's average.
Bumpy here is not the only species of snailfish.
No.
There's others that look like this. However, unlike his
That looks like a sea rat.
cousins, God deemed it so that this poor little f***er would be built like a shaved testicle. The scientific term for a pair of these should be a sack. However, despite the fact that he looks like a sperm cell with a receding hairline, I love him. He's so cute. Look at that smile. That shit reminds me of Sackboy on the PS3. I know when they got his ass on camera, he looked at it and went,
You know, when you showed me up, you put some of the stuffing in the wrong places, so I'm a little f***ed up. But will you take care of me forever and ever?
Look at that little guy.